weeks since I put up a video. I have been fully enjoying the summer with my family. We have been doing all the things, spending lots of time out in nature. We've been foraging for mushrooms and wild strawberries. We've been doing tons of work out here on the homestead, and we started homeschool. So I have been busy. So it has been a while since I have made you guys a full day of easy meals for weight loss. So I thought this would be a great time to make you one of those videos. I know it's super helpful for you guys to see how easy it is to pull meals together that are weight loss promoting and that you can prep for in advance and have for several days throughout the week. So all the recipes I'm going to show you today are in my weight loss guide and cookbook, Plantifully Lean. And again, you guys can get this at Barnes & Noble, Walmart, The Tattered Cover, anywhere books are sold. You can also get it on Amazon, but only use my link that I provide for you guys because Amazon is having a surge of fake books come out and lots of people are grabbing books that are not the actual book. So if you're gonna buy on Amazon, use the link that I provide. My cheese sauce recipe that I'm gonna show you today that is in my book is also available for free on my website for you guys, so I'll make a note of that in the video. So I decided that I'm gonna start uploading the reels that I make for Instagram and TikTok here on YouTube for you guys, because I know a lot of you guys don't have any other platforms. And Instagram is the platform that I post the most on. So if you do have Instagram and you haven't followed me over there, go ahead and follow me over there because I am posting all the time. I'm showing you guys how I eat in a day in the life videos where you guys can see updates on the homestead, and of course, weekly recipes for you guys to try out. Now, the videos that I make for Instagram are only 1.5 to maybe 5-6 minutes long. So they are going to be shorter videos, but at least that way you guys are getting to see things from me here on YouTube several times a week versus, you know, the once in a while when I can get a long form video made for you guys and get it up here. So I'm going to start uploading those, so you'll get a few videos from me every week, and then I will still do these meal videos for you guys in long form video to put in the mix as well. All right, so the recipes we're going to start with today, I have shown you guys before, but it's really good to see again how easy it is to pull these together. They're really good. They're crowd pleasers if you have kids or husbands that you're trying to feed this way in your house. They're comforting and satisfying, and you won't feel like you are on a weight loss journey. So today I'm going to show you how to make my vanilla blueberry pancakes. Those are so good. I'm going to show you guys how simple and basic a baked potato with cheese sauce and some veggies can be. It's so delicious and very weight loss promoting. And then I'm going to show you my favorite soup out of my book, and that is the tortilla soup. All of these can be made ahead of time, and then you can keep them in the fridge and heat them up when you're ready to eat throughout the week.
Okay, so I'm going to be showing you the blueberry vanilla pancake recipe out of my book. So you want to start off with 1 1/4 cups of flour. I'm using this whole wheat flour. You can use gluten-free flour as well in this if you are gluten-free. So I'm going to put that into this bowl, and then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of this unrefined sugar. You can also use coconut sugar, but I think the sugar is necessary. And then I add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, whisk that together. And then I've got my 1 1/4 of water that I'm going to add my teaspoon of vanilla to. It just makes it easier to mix it in. And then I just start whisking it in, and it makes this nice batter just like this. So then you're going to need some blueberries. These are just frozen blueberries. You can use fresh, whatever you want, and 1/4 cup. And when you use 1/4 cup to do the batter, you get about 10 to 11 pancakes out. And I am going to lightly spray my griddle because this one is liking to stick. So if you have a griddle you don't have to spray, then don't spray it. So I'm going to get the batter onto the griddle 1/4 cup at a time, and it makes the perfect size pancakes every single time. Then I'm going to sprinkle some of the blueberries on top. I found that when I mix in frozen blueberries, the pancakes don't cook all the way through. So if you're going to use frozen blueberries, do it this way. It works better. I'm going to give them a flip after a few minutes. You can see they are nice and browned. And like I said, it makes about 10 to 11. So then I like to top them with some heated up blueberries just like this, and then 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. And you can have 5 of these pancakes with 1 tablespoon of maple syrup for 384 calories. So it's a really good deal.
These are so good, guys. Focus in on them. So yummy. So like I said, you can have 5 of these with a tablespoon of maple syrup for 384 calories. That leaves you room to do a big side of berries for your 50-50 plate, or if you like to have vegetables in the morning, you can do that as well. And I always make a double or triple batch of these and then keep them in the fridge. And my kids like to just pop them in the toaster to heat them back up. They're so good.
So now I'm going to show you guys the tortilla lime soup out of my cookbook. This is one of our favorite soups. So I am going to cook up 1 diced onion. You can use yellow, red, whatever onion you like. I tend to like sweet onion, so I've got that in there. And I didn't put any oil in my pot here because you can brown your onions without any oil and it comes out just as good. And that's how I save on fat and calories. Then I'm going to add 1 14 to 15 ounce can of diced tomatoes. Then I'm going to add 1 can of white beans. You can use any white bean that you want, or you can use pinto beans. And then I'm going to add 1 can of black beans. I have already drained and rinsed these. And then I'm going to add 1 can of drained corn as well. If you don't eat corn, leave it out. But I like corn in my soup. So this you don't want to skip. This is how I give my soup all the flavor, is I pick a low fat or fat free marinara and add that to the soup. And then you have all this amazing depth of flavor in your soup and you didn't really have to do any work. I tend to love a roasted garlic marinara, but they were out at the store. So I just picked up this fat free one and it came out really good. Then I add 3 cups of water to that. Give it a stir, and then I'm gonna add some chopped pickled jalapenos. I don't know why the label's missing. My kids do funny things. You can add fresh ones and saute them with your onions, but I didn't have any. So I add that, and then I'm just gonna bring this to a boil and then turn it down and let it simmer for about 10 minutes to let the flavors develop. And once it's done cooking, then I'm just gonna add the juice of 1 lime and about a half a cup of some chopped cilantro. The cilantro is key. It makes it so good. If you don't like cilantro, you can leave it out, or, you know, put in some chopped parsley to add that nice herby green element. And then it's time to eat. I like to serve it with a little bit of sliced avocado, and then I add some baked tortilla chips, and the recipe for that is also in my cookbook. So you can have 2 cups of this with 1/4 of an avocado and 2 tablespoons of cashew sour cream for just 327 calories. It's super filling, leaves room for some of these chips. It's so good. All right, so now I'm going to show you guys how to make my famous cheese sauce so that we can put them on some deliciously steamed potatoes.
All right, guys, so I like to use my Instapot to steam my potatoes. So all I do is I have this steaming basket. I just found this at Walmart. I will link one for you guys from Amazon. I'm sure I can find one. So I just put the basket down in there, and yes, my Instapot's filthy. I don't know how other influencers keep their stuff so clean. So then I'm gonna add my potatoes that I have already scrubbed. And you can fill the pot all the way up. You can do this for the entire week, which is normally what I do. And then to this, I'm just gonna add about half a cup to a cup of water. So add my water, put the lid on, make sure that's sealed. And then I just hit steam. Now, depending on the size of the potatoes, those are kind of big, and we like ours to come out really soft for like mashed potatoes. So I'm gonna do 21 minutes, and then we will see how they come out. So for the cheese sauce, we're just going to boil 3 cups of diced potato with half a cup of carrot until they are nice and soft. So while those are boiling, I'm going to add half a cup of cashews to my blender, 1 teaspoon of onion powder right in there, and then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, then 2 teaspoons of salt, and then 1/4 of a lemon, which is about 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Once the veggies are done cooking and they're nice and soft, I add them to the pot. And then once I have all the veggies in the pot, I scoop up some of that hot water. And I usually start with about 1.5 cups of water, and then I adjust it if I want it, you know, more liquid or whatever. Blend that up, and then you have this amazing cheese sauce, guys. It is so, so good. So now that the potatoes are done cooking, I'm just going to release the steam right away. You don't want to let them sit in there without releasing the pressure because they'll just get
overcooked, but you can see they're nice and soft. They're ready to eat. So I'm just gonna plate one of these bad boys up here, and then I like to open it up and then season it with, of course, garlic salt, but you can season these however you want. You can add more vegetables, do whatever you want. Now, because I'm making a 50-50 plate, I'm gonna add a big serving of vegetables here. These are green beans that I put lemon juice and garlic salt on, and now goes the cheese sauce. This is so delicious. So this entire potato with half a cup of cheese sauce and 2 cups of green beans is only 356 calories.
I don't know what it is about potatoes, but potatoes have been scientifically proven to be more satisfying and filling than any other food on the planet, especially when they are boiled or steamed. They're so good. And look, all that yummy cheese sauce is so good. And you will not feel dissatisfied. If I had relied on kale salads and cucumbers to lose weight, I could have not done it ever. So you need to feel satisfied. You need to feel excited and happy about your food. And you can totally do that. Look at this, so good. And I will eat 2 or 3 of these potatoes. So good. And if you're doing the 50-50 plate building method that I teach you guys for weight loss, do you see how simple it is? Like, just some green beans, throw cheese sauce on your green beans, throw whatever seasoning that you like, and do eat those first. Eat your veggies first so you fill up on the lowest calorie dense foods first that are the highest in nutrition, and then move to your starch, and you are going to do awesome. If you're new to my channel and you're not familiar with the 50-50 plate, just look through my maximum weight loss playlist. I've done so many videos on how to arrange your plate for weight loss. I also explain it all in detail in my book. It's super easy. You can do this. If I was able to lose 70 pounds, anybody can do this, because I still love food, but I was like addicted to food. So if I can do this, you can do this.
Now, I am not suggesting you only eat 300 and some calories per meal. I am just showing you guys how much food you can eat for little calories. I had to eat way more than this to feel satisfied and still be able to lose 70 pounds. And I still eat way more than what I am showing you to maintain my weight loss. So do what's right for you.
All right, I hope that was helpful for you guys. I know it really helps to see how easy it can be to pull meals together. That was the hardest part for me when I switched to a plant-based diet, was knowing what to eat and how to pull it together. So make sure to follow me on Instagram, and remember to keep meals simple and tasty. Don't be too hard on yourself, and enjoy the process. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.